welcome everyone. Oh, welcome back. I missed last week. I kind of delved into a bit of a rabbit hole. Uh, I started rewatching USS Discovery from the beginning before I get to starting to watch season five, which season five has it's been working, coming out. I forget. They have a couple episodes out so far. I forget exactly which ones. How far they've gotten. Let me take a look. See if I can find out. It looks like they currently have four episodes out for season five. Which season five is also, if I remember correctly, is the last season for Discovery. So, yeah, I kind of, last weekend, kind of really got into watching those episodes and really binged quite a bit. I haven't finished. I got up into season 4, but yeah, that's why I missed last week's. So I hope everyone's has been having a wonderful time. Also, I don't think I've shown you yet. I made a little bit of change on my character. When we get to the ground, get on the ground, I'll give you guys a better look. I did kind of change up the look of the character a little bit. And we do have another event running right now, which is First Contact Day. Which, if you didn't know, you play one of these each day. You have until May 2nd to complete. I'm at 8 of 14, so doing pretty good. And the award is the Photon Burst. We'll see how it is. From what I've seen so far from other creators, it's kind of like almost like a rocket launcher, right? So it builds up so many shots. So you only have that many shots, and then you basically have to wait for it to regenerate the shots. So we'll see how that works out. I'll probably be messing with it once I have it, which means that I'll have to give up my secondary for a little bit, which I've been using this. I put this on the secondary because of it gives me 2% critical chance, and I actually don't have to use the weapon. You have it on there, you get that critical chance on there. So it's kind of nice to have. So I've been just sitting there, so I end up taking that spot there. Try that out when I get it. So you have a synthwave TFO, which is a space TFO. A little bit different than some of them, where you have to go to spots, beam up people from the surface, because basically you're kind of doing an evacuation of an area. There are some enemies shooting at you, and then as you beam the people up, you send them over their ships in a setting there that you can transport them into the ships. And once that's done, you start transporting them on the station. Well, your operational space shrinks as time goes. So it's on a timer. Then it shrinks and shrinks. And then when it closes into its final ring, that's when the evacuation goes. So you're defending all the freighters and everything that are escaping. So that's when it's heavy fighting going on. The other one is model rocket launch, which is the easiest and probably fastest one out of all three. Where basically you run around collecting materials. You have a certain time frame that you do this in, and once you're done, you're on your workbench. Each rocket has a different color, so you have a backpack that associates you with which color rocket you are with, and then the mini games for building your parts to a certain rarity, and that also has a time frame to it too. Once that timer's up, then it's basically like a rocket race, right? So the better parts you have, the farther your rocket goes. And then, you get the awards for that. Then last one is actually a patrol. So it's in the same map as where the model rocket launch is at. Except you're fighting against the Borg. So let's go ahead and do that one. So I'll get my daily out of the way, so that way you can see it, because it's this one night in Bosman.
Good, you made it. I wasn't looking forward to dealing with this by myself. Our hollow emitters are doing their job, and the bombings should happen soon. Once that's finished, we can get started. Okay, the bombing should end quickly thanks to the Enterprise. We're gonna need to move fast once things stop exploding. Right, let's get moving. We need to get to the complex quickly. So much for the bombing run. Enterprise must have finished off the Borg vessel.
We are the Borg. Your biological and technological distinctiveness will be added to our own.
This is where this one comes in handy, because they don't move very fast.
After all this time, they still haven't learned. Resistance is inevitable. Complex took some hits. Let's check for survivors. I'm not picking up any Borg life signs in the complex. Picard and his people should be here now. Let's make sure before we move on. Okay, my tricorder's picking up multiple subspace comm signals in the area. Some of them are Starfleet, but they're coming from inside the missile silo. Probably protecting Zephyr Cochrane. The rest of the signals are coming from the southwest. Any guesses as to the source? Got it in one. Looks like they managed to send down a few landing parties before their ship blew up. Chances are they're here to make our lives difficult. Heads up, there are drones ahead.
Your defenses are insufficient. You will be assimilated.
Yeah, I forget what the device is called, but yeah, it's a slow recharge, but Borg don't move very fast, so works pretty good on them.
There are lights over there. Looks like a camp of some kind. The Borg will be drawn to it like moths to a flame. We need to protect the locals. Picking up life signs ahead. Some of them are Borg.
What do you want? Get away from us!
You will be assimilated. You will adapt to serve the collective.
What the hell are those things? Robots? Zombies? Robot zombies?
Afraid something will happen. Take out those drones. Okay, we're gonna need to do a memory wipe on the locals. They can't remember the Borg. Setting your tricorder to emit a neurolytic pulse should work.
Knocking them out, knocking them out, taking away the memories.
Looks like the Borg have changed their tactics. They're avoiding Cochrane and the Enterprise crew and focusing on assimilating the locals. Makes sense. After they lost their ship, they lost their numerical advantage. No argument here. I ran a quick scan of these drones. There's several references in their onboard nav systems to a location north of here. Designation Resource Node 01. We should check this out. Whatever they're... Alright, this area is clear. Picking up Borg signals to the north, though. Apparently, Resource Node 01 is a garbage dump. It smells wonderful. There must be something of tactical value here. Let's make sure they don't find it. Great. This place smells and it's swarming with drones. Take them down. Let's see if we can figure out what they were looking for here. Power amplifiers. Copper tubing.
Clue.
And lithium batteries.
We're searching for clues.
I think I know what they're doing here, and it's not good. Fair point. I think they're trying to build a transporter. They might have lost their ship, but there's a lot of Borg still on Enterprise. If they can beam those drones down here, this situation will go from bad to worse. Complex isn't far. Let's make sure it's secure and then work on finding and dealing with this bootleg transporter. No sign of the Borg. Run a scan, make sure Picard's team is all accounted for. I'm picking up Starfleet comm badges inside the bar and... Hold on. More Starfleet comm badges inbound, but they're on Borg drones.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Fair to say the Borg finished.
Let me turn off my...
Okay, the perimeter's clear. I'm thinking that transmission tower's our next stop.
So yeah, that one blast took them all out. Yeah, I gotta remember to send some of those to my account bank because I started a Delta Recruit.
There it is, one bootleg Borg transporter.
And it's a Romulan, and if I
Need to
remember
take it out before
correctly,
this place is
I
crawling
made
with
that one
drones.
science. 'Cause I
There are
haven't
3
had a
transporter
science one
pads.
yet.
Each of them is powered by an array. I can send a feedback pulse from each array to the transporter pad it powers. It should be enough to overload and destroy the pad. Yeah, there's that. You're gonna need to keep them off me while I work, or this plan will go sideways real fast. After we're taking care of the transporter pads, we'll deal with any drones in the area. And if we're lucky, that'll take care of this temporal crisis once and for all. Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, okay? Right now, we have a transporter to shut down. You ready to do this? Get me to the first array and I'll start disabling their transporter. This won't take long. They're using a simple modulating cipher. All right, this one's done. Let's go. Two to go. Stay sharp. They know we're up to something. They're onto us. Security protocols just spiked, and not in a good way. Two down, but that last one's gonna be a real bitch.
Enemy target on sensor.
Only one left. Stay with me. We can do this.
We have analyzed your tactics. We have adapted. We are Borg.
using a fractal self-replicating security protocol. As fast as I can. Those drones are getting too close for comfort. Fix that. Got it. The transporter's out of commission. I think we're through the worst of it. I'm not picking up any Borg activity in the area. Nice work. Over as far as you're concerned. I'll deal with all this Borg tech lying around. It's a mess, but my nanites will make short work of it. As for you, feel free to return to the present. Take a break, have a drink. You've definitely earned it.
I'm gonna check these out first. Before returning. Waste not, want not.
I think we're through the worst of it. I'm not picking up any Borg activity.
Okay. It's gonna be there the entire time, so...
I think we're through the worst of it. Over as far as...
Can't really do real good close-up of my character. So we're gonna have that on there the whole time. So that's the patrol for this. You see, it went through there, got me my progress. So since I'm here, oh, yeah, I pick up a few things, didn't I? Okay, let's see what I can salvage. Sure, yeah, I ain't worth much. What's this here? Yeah, so hold on to that. So, if I remember right, my Robin Lee character is science, so. So, and then also you can choose a badge, which there was a couple that I wanted, I picked. So I've been taking the experience since then. I took some of my spots here for yeah, I'm gonna need to sell some of this stuff. Okay. What's this? I wonder if I might just start discarding these for the spots. To open up my spots. But yeah. Oh, I got too much stuff in here. This is... Oh yeah, I don't want to get rid of that. See, a bunch of stuff just sits here. It's like useless. I don't know what to do with it. Just taking up room is all it's doing. Go. no idea what for use of this. I guess this is for if you do elite. Because elite TFO, you don't just automatically heal. You actually have to fix. Which that's what because they're in the space dock and that there's an actual character. That's what they do. I believe it's also at your fleet star base also. I myself haven't done any elites stuff. So I haven't had really need. Like kid frame quick mods. So let's see here. Not yet, but can't because I gotta be on the ground to do it. That I do not like. Okay. So there frees up some stuff, some space here. I kind of want to get rid of these, but I think these are basically if I ever do elite, which I don't know, I might in the future. I haven't really decided. The fleet that I'm in, they do. I think I've seen in the chat that they've have done some. Because like today, I think they were talking about possibly doing some. Because they're trying to do some elite stuff, fleet stuff this weekend. But maybe, I don't know, maybe after I finish the stories I might look into it a little bit more, but supposedly awards are better in the elites. Because like right now, a lot of the stuff that we get basically selling for resources really, or just salvaging for resources or selling for resources. Like all these food items here, I'll end up selling. They have EC values to them at least. Let's get my refine done for today. There we go. And then, okay, I should have enough inventory space. We'll go ahead and do this next mission here, which is actually going to take us to Pavo.
The storm is creating spatial disturbances throughout the system. If we analyze their patterns, we might be able to position the ship at a point where communication is possible.
Oh, okay.
Initial scans are picking up clouds of ionized subspace radiation and chronometric particles. This is curious. Sensors are registering a stationary object. It is not far from our position. Unlikely. I suspect it is one of the Starfleet navigation buoys placed throughout the system. However, the ionization of subspace is warping and distorting the sensors. As a result, an accurate identification is not possible at this range.
Okay, I did populate my shuttles, but I directed them to come back in. So this way they're already populated, so if I do need them, I can, you know, they're ready to go. Especially with unidentified objects, you know, we don't know what we're going to run into.
As I suspected, a navigational buoy. It appears to be active, however. The navigational buoys here are configured to broadcast a message on all frequencies. It is intended to inform those who arrive here that Pavo is a protected reserve. Sensors indicate heavy hull ionization on this buoy. I believe it has been disabled by the effects of the ion storm. Navigational buoy 226 is nearby and should provide us with a means to reinforce hailing frequencies between the ship and the Pavo research station. However, I recommend caution in navigating further into the system. The ion storm is quite volatile.
You are entering the Pavo system. The planet Pavo is a protected reserve. Access is prohibited.
I have detected something of interest. Sensors show the formation of a spatial anomaly nearby. Uncertain, it appears to be providing stability to the ion storm, similar to the eye of a hurricane. I am also detecting bursts of comm signals from the anomaly. The signals are currently garbled beyond recognition. but they could be from the research station. I recommend conducting a deeper analysis, both of the anomaly and the signals.
There's something there, too. Ha! Oh, mere universe discovery. You can tell because of the I instead of the U. Oh. Multiple birds of prey. Multiple birds of prey, and some of those bigger ships, I'm not really sure what they are.
Recognition files identify the Klingon vessels as classes deployed during the Federation Klingon conflict of the mid-23rd century. The Starfleet vessel is a Crossfield class, also active during that time period. Scanning. Sensors show a spike in chronometric particles immediately preceding the arrival of these vessels. Fascinating. The Crossfield class vessel is not transmitting a Starfleet recognition signal. Sensor analysis confirmed. It is the ISS Discovery, from the Terran Empire of the so-called Mirror Universe.
Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Speaking for myself and my loyal crew, thank you. I am Captain Sylvia Tilly, and I officially declare our intent to seek asylum.
Asylum?
Clearly, this is going to take a little getting used to. I'm not entirely sure how, but judging by the sensor readings I'm seeing, and that rather impressive ship of yours, we've taken a trip to the future. I'm sure the science behind all of this is fascinating, but we have some more immediate concerns to address, namely the Klingon boarding parties running wild on my ship. Excellent. I'll have Patel, my chief of security, meet your team at the transport coordinates with a security detail. I look forward to meeting you in person. Tilly out.
Sensors indicate numerous life signs in your vicinity, reading multiple high-energy discharges as well. The data is consistent with 23rd century phaser and disruptor weapons at the highest setting. Proceed with caution. In the heat of battle, you could be seen as an enemy by anyone you encounter there.
Okay, now I should be able to use that item. Okay.
Welcome to the ISS Discovery. Yeah, no. I'm afraid Patel has been relieved of command. Just like you're going to be relieved of those fancy 25th century weapons. Our captain is weak, and you? You're a fool. The Terran Empire tolerates neither. Some would call this a mutiny. But any captain willing to conspire with Federation trash is no captain of ours. Now hand over those weapons, or we'll pick them off your corpses. The choice is yours.
Transmitting now. Hello. Welcome aboard the Discovery. As you can see, things have become a bit more complicated. It seems that some of my crew have decided that now is the perfect time to express their concerns with my command decisions. Yes. As if the Klingon boarding parties weren't enough to deal with. Oh, hey, let's have a mutiny too. Wonderful. Never mind that. Did Chief Patel make it to you? She was supposed to escort you through the security fields to the bridge. I see. We'll do what we can from the bridge, but I'm afraid we're a bit locked down here at the moment. According to our internal sensors, Chief Patel is in that deck security station. It's not far from your current position. She's probably trying to lock down this ridiculous mutiny there. Find Patel. She should be able to override whatever the mutineers are doing to raise those fields. Take them down and make your way to the turbo lift.
Huh. Sounds like our guests got a warm welcome.
Look out! They're still alive!
Now that I have your attention, I have some questions. Tilly has plans. Yes, she always has plans. And you're going to tell me what they are. Oh, you'll resist, of course. You're a Terran, after all. But let's be honest, Chief. You will tell me what I want to know. Apparently, Tilly's new allies are still with us. If you want something done right. Weapons at highest setting. Open fire! Kill them! Kill them now! Kill them or I'll kill you!
controls. They're on the booth. I'm guessing you're the one the captain sent me to meet. I'm Patel, Chief of Security. Thanks for the assist. I make it a habit to be on the outside of an agonizer booth, but I've spent my fair share of time in one, too. I'll manage. What's the situation? Is the captain still in command? I'm not surprised. It'll take more than Klingons and mutinous riffraff to end Sylvia Tilly. I'm surprised she hasn't killed them all herself. In the meantime, I have orders to get you to the bridge, and I intend to obey them. Follow me. Not a problem. There's no code written I can't crack. I'll have those fields down in short order. Cover me while I work. We might have some uninvited guests soon. Go, go, go! Almost got it! If you want me to finish, maybe keep them off me for more than 5 seconds. All right, I got it. The security fields are using my authorization codes now. Keep me covered! Enemy! Clear! Let's move! Let's get to the bridge. The turbo lift is that way. Watch your corners.
No quarter, no prisoners. Attack!
Ambush! Give me a second to get this field down.
We're reading the loss of security fields on that deck. I take it you found Chief Patel? Some good news for a change, though I'm not terribly surprised. Woman's harder to kill than a honey badger. Ready for the bad news? I'm afraid the Klingons have taken several lower decks and are moving in your direction. Keep your weapons hot. They're killing everyone they run into. I don't think they'll make an exception for you. Stick with Patel and get up here as soon as you're able.
I hear Klingon disruptors up ahead. Be ready for anything.
Do not let that Klingon scum through this junction!
Hold your position. There's been an incident. The Klingon kind. Specifically, they've taken control of main engineering, killed my chief engineer and his security team in the process. They're threatening to breach the core if I don't surrender. That is not gonna happen. Evacuate sounds a lot like retreat to me, and that is not gonna happen either. This is my ship, and I will not abandon her. Take Patel, get down to engineering, deal with the Klingons, and make sure that core breach never happens. I recommend you deal with this problem quickly. Neither of us will enjoy their solution. Tilly out.
Klingons probably cracked Rathman's code. Idiot.
Bad news first. Seems there's more Klingons down there than we thought. You'll have to fight your way to main engineering. Good news? They'll be shooting at the mutineers down there. Might make your job a little easier, huh?
Rathman! Come in, Rathman! We're trapped on the engineering deck! Send reinforcements, now!
Great. Mutineers and Klingons. Take them all down!
Get these doors open! The Mark wants these cowards dead!
Yeah, but that messes up.
Targeting vital systems.
Not
They're
sure
just
where
trashing the
they're
place.
aiming at.
Main engineering is just up ahead. Let's hustle, people!
Rathman's dead, and we will be too if you don't get that turbolift open.
On your lead, we'll breach. You go high, I'll go low.
We all die this day. Die well. Die with honor.
Looks like the Klingons were in a hurry. That is some sloppy work. I was solving engineering problems like that when I was a first-year cadet. Rebalance the matter-antimatter inducers and adjust the flow rate to 0.5. That should bring the core back from the brink quite nicely.
Hope you know what you're doing. That warp core looks fit to breach.
Nicely done. Cut it a little close there with the core, but since we're all still here, I'm gonna call that a win. So, since we've got a little room to breathe here, why don't you come up to the bridge? There's a turbo lift nearby that I've relaxed the security locks on.
I'm interested to see why she asked for asylum.
Face to face at last.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these assholes?
Language! cursing. It's such a filthy habit. You did well against the mutineers. They weren't fond of my decision to
Can't figure out how to get it glowing red.
While unpleasant, it is better than the fate we left behind. In our universe, Pavo is a cruel, deadly entity. Being sent to that system is a death sentence. And sent there we were. I suppose an enemy decided it was time for me to retire. Permanently. But enough about that. Let's get down to business, shall we?
So she's defecting because...
First and foremost, I have no interest in hostilities with your government. I meant what I said about asylum. I do. The mutiny was unfortunate, but what can I say? We're Terrans. Dominance is often challenged and must be maintained. The mutineers saw an opportunity, took their shot, and missed. Big time. Everyone left saw the price they paid for their failure. Believe me, the rest of the crew will fall in line. I'm fortunate you were here to deal with the problem. Apparently, my chief of security felt like spending time in an agonizer booth during most of the conflict. Honestly, Patel, if I knew you liked the booth so much, I'd keep you in one more often.
Why, you are right to say so, Captain. It won't happen again.
See to it that it doesn't. I'd hate to replace you, Chief, but I will if I have to. Next steps are to get my vessel back in working order before those Klingons come back to finish us off. Now that's not going to be easy. I'm down a chief engineer, the power grid is a shambles, we have multiple hull breaches, and we're nowhere near battle ready. Our shields are down. If the Klingons don't get us, it's only a matter of time before the ion storm does. Monitor that console while I try to get the main deflector back online. I'd order my chief science officer to do it, but she chose her loyalties poorly. Start a diagnostic on the shield emitters. I'll start to recalibrate the main deflector. Klingons! All hands! Repel borders!
Kill everyone, but the captain is mine!
Okay, the main deflector is in position. Recalibrate it now. Ugh, they're like Zethian bed roaches. Get off my ship!
Sensors are picking up numerous Klingon vessels decloaking. Combat is imminent. I strongly recommend you return to the ship at your earliest convenience.
Captain should be on their own ship in the heat of battle. Go. We'll take it from here. Thank you. If we survive this, I look forward to repaying the favor. Now go, before it's too late.
So she left the universe because she was sent to a system that pretty much people just die from. Really? Oh, it's kind of slow loading. There it goes. Just kicked in the gear.
ship, and you with it. Don't get in my way. Be smart. Your ship has the technical advantage. We have the advantage of numbers. And we are Klingon. Stand with Discovery, and you will lose. Fight with us, and you will live to see another day. Then you are a fool, fighting in a burning house. Try to die well.
Discovery is altering course. They're headed toward Pavo at full pace.
What in the world was that?
Based on what the sensors recorded during the attack, it appears we were hit by psionic energy, manifested into an energy pulse of considerable magnitude. The attack originated on Pavo.
Yeah.
I don't like red in my ledger. You saved my ship, so I spared yours. This time. Next time I won't be so sentimental. First and last warning. Leave the system while you're able. Did you hit your head in that fight? I think what I have to gain here is pretty obvious. Everything. Pavo's reach is infinite. After a few more demonstrations of its power, everyone in the quadrant will have no choice but to swear allegiance to me. Or, die. Empress Tilly. And that has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Sane, insane. I'm the one calling the shots here. And I'm pretty sure I told you to get lost or get wrecked. So who's the insane one again? Me? Or the lunatic staring defiantly down the barrel of the ultimate weapon? Tick-tock, pal. My trigger finger's getting itchy.
I am reading an energy signature on the surface of Pavo. It matches the initial blast from the planet. Another attack could be imminent. We will not survive a direct hit. I strongly recommend we exit the system immediately.
Huh. Ultimate weapon on Pavo. Interesting.
Captain Tilly's betrayal, while unfortunate, was not entirely unexpected. Her use of this agonizer technology to weaponize the ecosystem of Pavo is a matter of utmost concern. I believe I can devise a means to neutralize her technology, but I will need time to conduct research. Rest assured that I will endeavor to counter Tilly's insidious actions as soon as possible. I ask that you prepare to take action at a moment's notice. The lives of untold millions, including our own, could be at stake.
I took
Our
that shield
information
because
about events at
might be
Pavo
good on one of my
is
other ships.
incomplete. But I believe the Terrans are undertaking a large-scale operation there. They have managed to coerce the planet's consciousness into serving their violent needs. Furthermore, they've turned Pavo's transmitter into a potent weapon. Time is of the essence. While the Alliance is mobilizing a larger response, we are, in effect, the first responders. It falls to us to do what we can to stop Captain Tilly and her crew before they solidify their control of Pavo. Failing to do so could be catastrophic. Ideally, we should return the Discovery and her crew to their proper time and space. Under the circumstances, removing the Terran presence from Pavo is the more immediate, logical need.
Okay. I'm going to take a short break before continuing with this one, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. Gonna go ahead and continue with Begins Illusions. I guess I should make sure. Okay, yeah, okay. I got plenty of spots here. So that's good. I'll turn that on so I don't accidentally get rid of that. Oh, something I hadn't done. Do need to be building more of these. Okay. That, and let's make sure we got plenty of those. These don't take very long, so might as well before we jumping in, because the actual, what was it, building the piece is like 10 minutes, so wow, the emitter is actually quicker. Interesting. Did not expect that. Yeah, I only have 3 research lab scientists, so I can only do 3 at a time. So now we're all set. We're going to go ahead into the next one.
Based on my readings, I believe the Terrans have managed to alter Pavo's song. Somehow, Tilly and her crew have manipulated it into a new type of harmonic waveform. This waveform is potent enough to realign the space around the planet, shifting it into a different quantum signature. As a result, a number of interphasic rifts have opened within the system. I believe she is attempting to bring things from the mirror universe to ours. Logic suggests an invasion force, based on previous encounters with the Terran Empire. We are not the only ones interested in this behavior. The time-displaced Klingons are moving to investigate as well. Considering previous encounters, the situation could become volatile quickly.
Huh.
I have the coordinates for the science station on the planet's surface. I have the coordinates for the sun.
Now we can beam down.
The research facility has already been attacked. We must see to the welfare of the researchers, if any survive.
Your assistance is appreciated.
I have recovered.
My injuries
We
are
are
not
fortunate
life-threatening.
that the Terrans did not kill everyone. They were more concerned with our research data and equipment. Our work appears to have given the Terrans what they need to communicate with Pavo in ways we cannot. They are now able to alter the planet's consciousness, causing it to reflect their own dark nature. Our security personnel should remain with us. We will need all the help we can get against the Terran forces. While trying to communicate with the planet, we have learned that it uses crystal matrices as transmitters. We have a small collection of crystal samples. They may be useful to re-establish the planet's normal biosphere, free from Terran influence. I was able to take readings of the area. Terran technology is not subtle, especially agonizer gear. I am reading it in several nearby locations. A meadow, a riverbank, and a narrow pass. I'm also reading several Terran life signs in those areas. I do not expect a warm welcome from them. There is a canyon that exits to another glade of Pavan life a short distance to the south of here. Logically, the Terrans would seek out places where they can use their technology to attempt to subvert the planet. The device there, near the crystals, disable it to interrupt the Terrans' hold on Pavo. We should continue before the Terrans send reinforcements. Curious. I sense something. They are attempting to communicate telepathically.
They are angry.
Kill them! Kill them all!
Fascinating. The Terrans have used their agonizer technology to induce a state of hostility in the Pavan biosphere. It is lashing out, using its empathic powers to project its pain and rage into other living beings. If the Terrans are able to do this on a large scale, the planet could serve as a massive telepathic weapon. It would be able to subvert or kill anyone, anywhere. We should disable this technology wherever we find it on Pavo. An interesting question. I believe the biosphere has a stronger connection to myself and my team. It may have instinctively struck the most familiar minds first. That being said, I do not believe it will continue to exclusively attack members of my team. Only those with the ability to harm the biosphere will be immune. Yes, now that I have experienced the psionic attack, I can take steps to shield my mind against it. The security officers, on the other hand, do not have my level of training in the mental arts. It would not be logical for them to continue on with us.
Oh yeah, I didn't show you. Now that we're where we can. But yeah, I changed the look of my character. Different outfit. Added these, got these Borg implants here. Found out how to get the sheen. Gave her a little hairdo, ponytail. So. I liked it. So I thought I would share it with you.
It seems that in addition to using their agonizer technology on the planet itself, the Terrans are blocking access to the central pillar with force fields in selected areas. Doubtless, they wish to prevent interference in their captain's plans.
It'll work well when you put the controls outside.
And here you are, alive and kicking. Well, bravo!
It is illogical for you to continue, Captain. Whatever you are doing to Pavo needs to end.
Ah, the famous Vulcan logic. Get it straight. Pavo and I, we're just getting started. Oh, and that part about sending my best at you? I lied.
She lied.
Why don't I give you a little taste of my big gun?
Disable the controls to the left before she forces Pavo to release a lethal wave of psychic energy.
I can do this all day. You? Not so much. Time's up. Ready to die?
Disable the controls to the right before she forces Pavo to release a lethal wave of psychic energy.
Now this will be a real treat. For me.
Let's try to get hit with.
Disable the controls behind the spire before she forces Pavo to release a lethal wave of psychic energy.
Well, this is definitely not how I saw this ending.
You say I just died again.
You know it's only a matter of time.
That power that he was
Before
talking
we
about.
beat you, right? You don't have the stomach to stop us. But we're more than capable of ending you. And I intend to make that happen.
That seems unlikely. Your campaign of terror here is over, Captain.
Oh, I'm not done yet, Vulcan. Till next time, you assholes.
Fascinating. Interesting. She has somehow used Pavo's transmitter as a long-range transporter. Tilly could be anywhere in the quadrant now. If we are fortunate, we might find further clues among the Terran equipment. They did go to considerable trouble to arrange this site.
Oh, well, I did, but... So unexpected turns, all. Don't have enough titanium. I do like the paint job on the shuttle. Ship to shuttle's kind of neat too. I do like that. That look that they did on those shuttles. There we go.
I think we have found all we can here. It may be advisable to return to your vessel so that we can deal with the situation in local space. Now that you have secured the research preserve, we must find a way to return the remaining Terrans and their vessel to their proper time and place. We can use the Ion Storm to send Discovery back. Specially modified probes can amplify the storm in specific locations. This can generate a localized ion effect and open a gateway to the proper point in space and time. Indeed, especially given the Terran predilection for hostility.
Pointless. As much as it pains me to say this, we surrender. What are your terms? Fine by me. Tilly slinked off to parts unknown and left us to die. I'm the captain now, and I say send us back if you can.
Your display has been updated with the locations to place probes around Discovery. Once the probes are in place, they will trigger an ion flare to open the gateway that will take Discovery back. Agreed. The time-displaced Klingons are still out there, and they have shown a distinct interest in destroying Discovery, along with all of us.
Oh, look at this, because it's not shooting different weapons. Like it's supposed to. There we go. That should be fixed now.
Keep those Klingon ships off us!
will shift Discovery and any ships near it back to the 23rd century.
Shield for plasma. Disengage. Otherwise, it's gonna be a real short trip.
Shields are critical! We're losing them!
Emergency power to shields! Now!
SOMAS to Discovery. Prepare for transit.
Once the research team is able to resume their duties, fasten, we will begin to analyze the impact of agonizer technology on the Pavan ecosystem. Considering what we have just witnessed, it will be logical to make sure Tilly and her crew didn't leave any unexpected surprises on the planet as well.
Probes are in
For
position.
now, I believe we
Activating
can
in-
safely depart the system.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
It will take some time to evaluate the impact of the Terran occupation of Pavo. The agonizer technology they used to manipulate the planetary biosphere was invasive and damaging. I'm concerned about the effect it had upon the Pavan ecology and how that will affect future attempts at interaction with the planet. The fact that Captain Tilly remains at large is troubling. Her technological prowess and propensity for violence should make her presence in this time quite disruptive. Quite disruptive, should she acquire current technology and return to her own time. It is possible that she will rewrite history as we know it, turning our universe into one more like her own, if not worse. In the meantime, we both have our duties to attend to. It has been agreeable working with you. Live long and prosper.
Okay.
This is Captain Kumarke of the USS Riskava. My research group is under attack in the Andoria system. We believe the attackers are allied with House Mokai in service to Matriarch Jaula.
Go
The flagship is using some kind of super weapon. We've lost 3 ships to it already. To all vessels within range, please. We require immediate assistance. We can't last much longer against...
Interesting. Let's see, where are we at on the story? Oh, okay. Finish stage of discovery. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're in Julan's discovery. Okay, that's those two there. Okay. Julan forces launched a surprise attack on Andoria using a new super weapon. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't realize we left the one and entered another one segment, so that's cool. I'm excited about that. Let's see. On here though, let's finish upgrading. Let's do have a few tech upgrades. Okay, almost there, 92%. And that'll put me at 15 on this guy, which don't think I can get any more out of it. Unless I can upgrade to cold. I don't know about that. So let's see. put it at being able to do over 1,000. Oof. An 802 DPS. 20% accuracy with 20% critical severity, too. Awesome. Excited for that. How many more I can build? Okay. Beneath the skin. I did check this though. Okay. Okay, they're both phaser sniper rifles. Well, this one's a lot better than that one. I've reached over these guys. Most of them are pistols. Okay. Alright. If we have enough slots to get this done.
Oh, thank you for coming, my friend. Things were looking quite grim before your arrival. The Mokai vessels attacked without warning. Be mindful of their flagship. It has a superweapon of unknown origin, and it is devastating.
Indeed. We'll need to act fast if we're going to save Andoria. The Mokai ships are old, but they've been retrofitted with modern technology. Matriarch Ja'ula has been busy since her arrival from the 23rd century. Look, this cowardly attack took us by surprise. We need to deal with these raiders before that superweapon gets turned on my homeworld. Agreed?
Fozers. That is quite a weapon, yo.
It has created a massive spatial rift. The flagship is launching itself into the rift.
Leave the system. Master the war.
Driven off the Mokai, but they left a very disturbing problem in their wake. We're not exactly sure what that rift is, or what it's capable of. I need answers to those questions. Andoria is my home, and I won't let it come to harm on my watch.
My readings are showing a distinct biological presence with qualities similar in many ways to that of fungi. Very intriguing. I'm afraid astromycology is not my specialty. I believe we'll need to consult with an expert in the field if we're to solve this riddle quickly.
I realize the scientific aspects of the rift are fascinating, but let's not forget this thing appeared as a result of Ja'ula firing her new weapon. It's not benign. It's meant to do harm. The way I see it, this rift is a ticking time bomb, and we need to shut it down before it explodes. Period. My science team has isolated a series of research files that could help us. They're old, from the mid-23rd century.
Oh.
Interesting. A good number of them are classified by Starfleet Command at the highest level. That's a damn good question. Not sure I want to know the answer. Look, finding an astromycologist from this century and getting them up to speed on this will take time, and we don't have a lot of that. I propose we create a holographic simulation of the author of these files and put it to work on the problem. Good. Let's meet here on the Hoffman. I'll talk to Starfleet about gaining access to these research notes. See you soon.
On the notes.
Welcome aboard. Hope you're ready to go to work, because we have a lot of work to tackle and very little time to do it in. Some. My people believe we're looking at some kind of quantum-level mycelial thread. Basically a giant extra-dimensional fungus. A giant extra-dimensional fungus that somehow serves as a portal into another plane of existence. We're working on that with you, the Lucari, and hopefully the hologram we're about to deploy.
That's why it was classified.
Let's hope they have the data we need to get the job done. Okay, let's get started. I'll initiate the basic holomatrix while you upload and integrate the relevant personality and research data.
Working on the data.
Okay, merging your data with the core holomatrix. Now, computer, initiate program Papa Sierra 1.
Starfleet. I should have known. There's no way in hell I'm letting you weaponize my work. Also, I don't appreciate being kidnapped, drafted, whatever this is.
Damn it. The simulation isn't accessing data from his Starfleet career. Computer, initiate full security override on my authority.
Hello? Is your universal translator working? Anyone? Who's in charge here? You? It's you, isn't it?
That should do it. Computer, reinitialize program.
Please state the nature of the mycelial emergency.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, I was afraid something like this would happen. I told Strahl that our work could get twisted into some sort of weapon. I never expected the Klingons would be the ones doing the twisting. Give me a second. Reviewing your current data. Got it. Okay, we need to know more about the probes this time-traveling Klingon fired into the mycelial network. I'll run some simulations, see what I can find out. It's a subspace realm that spans the entire multiverse. That's our universe and all other quantum realities all connected to the network. The network contains the roots of a certain type of fungus, and if you know how, you can use the spores of that fungus to access the network. I'm one of the few people to figure out how to do that, by the way. I'm assuming that's why I'm here now. The Discovery was equipped with a spore drive, and with it we were able to travel immense distances almost instantaneously, thanks to the network. It wasn't always an exact science, though. You weren't careful, you could wind up in another dimension, or another time. All right, any more questions, or shall we get back to work? I need more data on this Klingon superweapon, but if I were to guess, I'd say it's meant to disrupt a localized section of the network. That disruption, in turn, damages the corresponding section in our universe. Problem is, damage in the mycelial network tends to spread and grow in magnitude. Unchecked, this type of attack could spread through the entire network, which would be very bad.
Very, very bad.
Bad on an apocalyptic scale. Simply put, if she keeps doing this, she could bring an end to all life in all universes.
Ooh.
All right, any more questions, or shall we? Nice touch. I'd have been fine with a lab from this century, but it's the thought that counts, I suppose. I'm gonna run some calibration tests. I'll need you to handle the radiation and spore saturation levels. I'll start the calibration, then the monitors will show you the level of radiation and spore saturation in the chamber. You'll need to adjust it up or down as we go. Don't let it get too high or too low. If the levels go out of bounds, I'll have to reset the simulation. That's annoying, so don't do it.
Okay, West. Okay. Use the appropriate console. Keep the stage. Telesimulation completes. So that's this one over here on the left. And there's another console somewhere. This one? Must be those two. Okay. That's radiation spore. Oh no.
The simulation is picking up speed. Stay sharp. Spore saturation is getting low. Turn it up.
Oh, there's a 20. Okay.
Increase the radiation level. It's getting too low. All right, we're good here. Let me take a look at the results.
Didn't see that 21 there.
First thing, we can use the rift to transport into the mycelial network, which is good because we need to go there to figure out what this Ja'ula is up to.
Ooh.
Sorry, got ahead of myself there. I'm detecting radiation coming from the rift of a type unique to 23rd century Klingon tech. It's probably coming from those probes Ja'ula shot into the network. Whatever they're doing in there, it's probably not for the benefit of life, the universe, and everything.
Sounds like we need to send an away team into this mycelial network to gather more data on the problem and deal with whatever House Mokai is doing there. I'll set up a mobile emitter so Stamets here can go along. I have a feeling we'll need his expertise on the other side of that rift.
Okay, end the program. Return to the transporter.
All right, transporter's ready and standing by to beam you into...
We're beaming away.
Good luck in there. We'll be monitoring from here. Energize.
Yeah. Send me off while you stay safe and cozy. majestic in sport.
Welcome to the Mycelial Network. Alright, we don't have a lot of time. Between her weapon and whatever tech she's put in here, Ja'ula's done a lot of damage. We need to put a stop to it before it gets too far gone. Let's head toward those Klingon energy signatures. Seems like a good place to start. That would be the Jasep. They're a sentient, spore-based colony life form. My records indicate they act to decompose any material that's alien to the mycelial network, like you, for example. Adjust your personal shields to this setting. It should protect you from their nibbling. Good. Whatever's happening with that Mokai tech hasn't spread here. Not yet, anyway. Take some samples from healthy spore clusters. We'll need them for comparison studies later. You really can't appreciate this place until you see it for yourself. This is serious. If the network is damaged beyond repair, it could end all life, everywhere.
Spores aren't liking that.
Hold your fire. I'm pretty sure she comes in peace.
Outsiders, I am of the Jasep. We are people of this realm. We have met people of your realm before. Many of them have traveled here. Others from your realm have sent things that are hurting us. You must make this stop. I created this form to give the Jasep voice, to communicate with you. Based on your memories, Patel is compassionate, idealistic, someone who protects, someone like the Jasep. We waste time. Strange devices have been brought here. They make the fungus sick. They are making the yield tree bloom.
This yield tree she's talking about is bad news. The Jasep aren't fond of it, and with good reason. Its bark is toxic to them.
There was a tear in the sky, and a device came through it from your realm. It gives off strange light and heat at all times. This is what brings the sickness and the poison. We know it. The device is deeper in the forest. I will take you to it, but you must stop it.
Let's get moving. Looks like this device is deeper in the mycelial forest. Watch for visible signs of fungal corruption and yield tree growth. The more we see, the closer we'll be to the problem.
We can use this to move quickly. It will let us travel through the network to another part of the realm.
Freaky! That is freaky!
Interesting. This might be a tardigrade birthing ground. Try not to scare the little ones, okay? I don't think we'd survive an encounter with an angry adult tardigrade, let alone several. The liquid sources here may tell us more about them as well. Tardigrades can put themselves into a desiccated state to survive without water, but they still need it to remain active and to grow. Take a sample from the center of the pool. That should provide useful information. The fluid sample shows a high level of nucleotides and proteins. This serves not only as a liquid source for the local flora, but also a nutrient carrier. These proteins include compounds associated with the formation of neurotransmission and memory. It's possible that the liquid carries information in the form of protein compounds, and that specific fungi may release chemicals into the fluid that allow for widespread communication. Interesting. Even baby tardigrades are extremely tough.
The tardigrades are of the realm. They live in harmony within the forest.
These readings could be very helpful to us here. Understanding this ecosystem may be the key to healing it. Look, see that? That's definitely not Klingon tech. It's running clean, too. No radiation or harmful emissions. Whatever it is, it's not part of the problem here. I'd like to take a closer look, if you don't mind. Curiouser and curiouser. This is Alachi tech. I wonder what they're doing in here. This device appears to collect spores floating in the atmosphere. Based on what we know about Alachi, I think it's collecting food for them.
Alachi are, like the Jasep, part of this realm. They lived here before they went to serve and fight in your realm. Now some of them have returned.
Maybe? The Alachi don't have a lot of friends in the Alliance. I'd be worried about this information falling into the wrong hands. The last thing this place needs is a bunch of well-armed types stomping around looking for payback from the Alachi. Incoming!
Something's wrong with the Alachi. They have the sickness. Those Alachi were of the realm, but they were sick. Toxic, like the yield tree. Their devices were corrupt as well. If we cannot cure the Alachi, we must cull them from the realm before the sickness spreads. You see? Look. Look here. It is corrupted. The device makes it grow in a strange, toxic way, and it spreads the sickness.
Lots of yield tree growth here. That's not a good thing. The corruption is getting stronger. This fungi is being mutated by Hargpeng radiation. not good. Looks like this used to be an Alachi research outpost. They were starting to build defense systems in response to incursions from our space. Bet you can't guess who was responsible for those. Unfortunately, the radiation from Ja'ula's tech had a negative effect on the Alachi. They began to mutate, and their higher brain functions started to deteriorate. Looks like a team decided to head deeper into the network to deal with the problem. There aren't.
We must go deeper into the network, toward the source of the corruption.
Deeper she. Oh, okay, here she is.
The device is close, you see? The yield trees, the corruption, they have spread through this area. Find the next node and jump. The source of the sickness must be in the next area.
Something's wrong here. The radiation has mutated the hyphae grouping in this conduit. I can't compute its dynamic output ranges and adjust to compensate for the mutation. Long story short, we're stuck.
No. The sickness has damaged it too much. I cannot speak to it and make it work. It must be navigated by the Stamets. The living Stamets. The living Stamets, the one who came here before, was part of the network, connected. He touched it with his mind. The living Stamets could feel the flow of the network. That is how he guided his ship home through it. Yes, but this Stamets does not think the same way. It thinks like a machine, not like the living. The memories and essence of the Stamets from before are within the network. We may be able to bring them forth for you, so you can merge them with this Stamets. What you need is within what grows here, and the fluid that connects and sustains it.
Kapoom!
The mycelial forest is a vast network, much like your computers. All you need to do is bring the memories you want to the surface. The water connects all the growth. Use it to compel the fronds to blossom and release the memories you seek. Watch carefully. When the fronds bloom, collect the spore memories from them. Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate. You will need to collect more of the fluid. You will need to collect more of the fluid. Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate. You will need to collect more of the fluid. You will need to collect more of the fluid. Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Enemy targets on center.
You will need to collect more of the fluid. You will need to collect more of the fluid. Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Enemy targets on center.
You will need to collect more of the fluid. You will need to collect more of the fluid. Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Enemy targets on center.
Spores. They're the building blocks of energy across the universe. Look how it interacts with the spores. This is it. I don't know where to go.
You only do it for me, but I could be your dad. I do love it when you only do things for me.
The thread that weaves life through space. I so hoped you would find your way. I can't even find my way out. Follow the music, Paul.
I'm not going anywhere.
Open your eyes. Hugh? Okay. I know what I need to do here.
He's gonna guide us through.
Now I know what it was like for you when you came back. Now it's my turn, except you're not here. None of you are. Burnham, Tilly, Saru, all of you. You're gone. It's just me now. What's left of me, at least. I'm gonna need a moment here, okay? This is a lot to take in. Okay. Everything's all coming together in my head now. I can navigate the network again. I can do this.
We are alike now, both created for a purpose, but with the memories of someone else. The memories of a life not entirely our own. But we are alive.
Patel may be a living thing, but what about me? I'm a computer program, a simulation of a life once lived, and yet I remember being him. I remember the thrill of discovering the mycelial network, the terror of the Klingon War, serving on Discovery, everything I felt when I lost Hugh, and everything I felt when he came back. All of it. Everything.
We were made, not born. But that alone does not define us.
Does
if
not
we have all the
define.
memories, all the feelings, we can choose how to live, according to what we know and feel. We are as real as anyone. We are just made of different things.
You're giving me the chance to do what I want, to be who I want to be. Thank you. I've made my choice. Let's finish this. A lot of people are counting on us, counting on me. I can help, and I will. It's what Hugh would have wanted, and it's what I want.
The sickness. It is strong here. It is dangerous. Already, many of the Alachi have become sick and corrupted. There are 3 devices up ahead. You must disable them. There are the devices, up ahead. They are of the realm, but the sickness doesn't affect them. It should. They eat overgrown blooms. They drink the water. Somehow, they remain strong.
Right now, the radiation is creating more overgrowth than the tardigrades can eat. If we take out Ja'ula's device, the corruption will stop, and the growth rate will return to normal. Then the tardigrades will eat the surplus overgrowth, corrupted or not. Given time, they should slowly bring the ecosystem back into balance. This could be tricky. We can't disable the probes without clearing the corrupted mycelium, and we can't do that without risking detonation. We're going to need to think outside the box on this one. We need to convince a hungry tardigrade to come to the buffet table, so to speak. If we can lure one of them to the probes, it might clear the overgrowth to a point where we can safely disarm them. I'm thinking we use the healthy spore samples we collected earlier, if you're willing to wave a carrot in front of a hungry, practically indestructible 8-legged horse. All right, turn off that probe and we'll move on. Good work. Now lure the tardigrade to another probe.
Enemy target on sensor. Spiking damage detected.
We're ready for you to disable that probe. Nice! Only one more to go. The tardigrade's done. Disable that probe. This is all starting to come together. Ja'ula's plan, that is. I think I understand what she's trying to do. Ja'ula and House Mokai learn about classified Starfleet projects in 2256. She raids the Glen and discovers the spore drive, then steals all of the data on it. Unfortunately for her, Strahl corrupted the data before she stole it. So, when she made her spore-based superweapon, she was using bad data. She puts her shiny new toy on her flagship and joins the attack on Starbase 1. That didn't work out so well for her, though. Bad data, bad weapon. She pulls the trigger and boom! It blows up in her face and the explosion throws her into this century. Ja'ula works out the bugs in her weapon's design. She determines that mutated spores are a critical component, so she sets out to get more of them. That's where the probes come in. She fires them into the network, they beam out Hark-Peng radiation, spores mutate, and Ja'ula gets more ammo for her weapon of mass destruction. Problem is, she didn't think it through. The radiation causes unexpected side effects, as we've seen firsthand. Somehow, I don't think Ja'ula is worried about collateral damage, though. Knowledge is power. Now that we know what she's up to, we can take steps to put an end to her plan and protect the network from her actions. Hopefully, we'll be able to work with the Josep on this. Who knows, maybe the Alachi will join the fight. The sane Alachi, that is. No argument there. Wait, did you hear that? Something's coming. Something big.
Oh my!
I'm gonna say that's not a good sign.
No, I don't think so. Aliens!
Do
that's
not fire. We are allies.
What the actually that
Forgive me.
Look like?
It has been so long since I have used my voice. I was Jarsev, a Romulan once. I am Ilachi now. Partially. My mind returns to the time before my change. The weapon is to blame.
It corrupts some of us. Drives us mad. Others, like me, become fusions of Ilachi and what we were before. Wait. These weapons, they are not of your creation, are they? You must stop her. Close the rifts. Destroy her weapons. If she continues this madness, she will utterly corrupt this realm. If that happens, it will break through into the void space, your realm, and destroy everything. You should return to your realm. Ju'ula's attack has angered other Ilachi. They are taking a fleet to destroy anything on the other side of the rift.
You must leave, now. Go to your realm and help your people while you can. It is our way. The Josep thank you for removing the sickness. We will work with Tarsev and other Ilachi who wish to stand together against Ja'ula. We believe we will meet again, friends. Goodbye.
I'm thinking this is the end of the mission.
We're receiving your data now. No sign of our House Mokai friends, but something's definitely happening with the rift. Based on what you found out in the network, we'll be able to close it, but we'll need to get several external readings before we're ready to try.
Riskava and Hoffman can head to opposite ends of the rift. From there, we should each be able to get a differential reading. Once we have enough data, you can use a deflector modulation to close the rift.
Those Ilachi ships, they're using spore drones. The Ilachi drive from the control. They said
the Hoffman initiating scan.
The Riskava is in position. We're ready to close the rift.
can't say I didn't have doubts at first, but whew, well done. Not to rain on the parade here, but Ja'ula's still out there. As long as she has that weapon and the spores it needs to power it, this can happen again.
Well, you can count on the Lucari. We will do what we can to stop her. This isn't just a threat to our universe. There's a brilliant, wondrous realm lying beneath our conception of space, and it's in danger as well. We can't let harm come to it from our side of the cosmos.
We stopped Ja'ula's attack and saved Andoria. I'd call that a good start. That rift, though, that's something you don't see every day, even in Starfleet. And I've seen some strange things in my time. It was good working with you all. I'll make sure Starfleet Command is updated. We'll do everything we can to bring Ja'ula to justice and put a stop to this campaign of hers.
About Ja'ula, she's going to go after any spores she can get her hands on. You're going to want to cut her off, the sooner the better. And I can help with that. Pretty sure you didn't bring me into all this for the charming conversation, though that is a definite bonus. I'll be glad to have something to do. It'll help me adjust to life as a sentient hologram. I've got a lot to process and a lot to catch up on. That might be the understatement of the 25th century. Short term, I'll start putting together a list of known spore colonies. We need to keep an eye on those. If we're lucky, we'll catch Ja'ula before something like this happens again.
Yep. Ew. Hey, with the big battle. Helps a lot that the front weapons are firing, though, don't it? I don't know why my setting changed like that.
What an extraordinary series of events. The mycelial network will be of great interest to the Lucari, I can assure you.
Oh, I get it no matter what.
Our own astromycologists will want to study it as soon as possible. I do hope the Alliance is able to put a swift end to Ja'ula's campaign. The thought of her using spores as part of a weapon, it's unsettling. If she's able to perfect that technology, no one will be safe from her wrath. Finally, please send my regards to Commander Stamets. It was such a pleasure to work with him, and I do wish him the best as he explores the galaxy in our time.
Okay.
A research team is analyzing spore colonies in the Donatu system. Their facilities are on a small moon there, but it's practically defenseless. Considering recent events, the Alliance wants to change that, and soon. They want us to go to Donatu and deploy defense satellites in orbit around the moon. Hopefully that will discourage anyone looking to harass the researchers or steal the spores.
So like I was telling you about Delta Recruit, it's right here, which I did start up with the Romulan character. Got to lieutenant level of that one thus far. Let's see here, where are we at now? So it's Ja'ula's Discovery. Okay, Sentinels, which is the next mission in line. Oh, okay, there's like 6 other ones. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again next time.